next we have, this is The Outsiders 1985. This one, I think I mentioned this issue. This was the issue where the nuclear family gets introduced. See down there in the corner? This is them, the nuclear family. They play a part in Titans Season 1. Now, can I find the... that sucks. Where? There it is. I lost the sleeve. So that's The Outsiders #1. I don't know if this is the very first issue of the very first run of The Outsiders, but it is one of the first issues of one of the runs of Outsiders. And so, let me see if I can remember these guys. So you got Black Lightning. He's basically in every run of The Outsiders. I believe her name is Shimmer. This right here is Geoforce. That's Terra. If you're familiar with the Titans, that's Terra's brother. He was in Young Justice, the 3rd season. Terra, Geostorm. This, I don't remember his name, but he can turn into any material, which is cool. This is Katana. She was in the Suicide Squad. I don't remember this girl's name, the rainbow one. She can like shoot light like Starfire, so that's cool. This one is issue 28. This is the one. Hang on, that. I was getting ahead of myself. This is issue 28. No one can escape the Manhunters, where there's a group called the Manhunters, and they capture the Outsiders. And this issue 28 is the one, I think, where they team up with another group. Let me see if I can remember what that group is called. No, that's not it. Never mind. They're still battling the Manhunters in this one. So this is part 2 of their fight with the Manhunters. The final stand. Get a little of that cover. Very cool. Very cool. Looker. Her name is Looker. Not Shimmer. Her name is Looker. So it's cool. This is issue 34, June of 1986. Very, very cool. So next, what is this one? Issue 18. This is one where the Outsiders battle Eclipse. I mentioned him earlier. Batman's here for this one. Sometimes Batman's with the Outsiders, sometimes he's not, depending on how issues are selling. That's really what it gets down to. And this next one is really cool. I only have 2 issues of it. What is this? I only have 2 issues of it. This is Titans Spotlight. And so basically I have issue 7 and issue 16. Where they would, I think it ran for about 30 issues. They would take, every issue would focus on a different Titan. So these are the characters that were not popular to have their own, were not popular enough to have their own comic run. But so they were experimenting with which standalone heroes sold enough to warrant them having a run. So this one's about Hawk. He goes to like a nuclear power plant and battles like giant bugs. It's cool, actually. This is Thunder and Lightning. I don't remember what it's about, but I know it's not as cool as Hawk battling bugs. So this is issue 7 and issue 16. So cool. Then we have what I mentioned earlier, the Teen Titans, and then this ran for about 20 issues alongside the New Titans. So we have issue 1. This is the characters from the future that battle Lord Chaos. Issue 2, and so after they're done with Lord Chaos, the writers didn't really know what to do with these characters. So they kind of were just in the present day for a little bit for some reason. This is issue 3. And so basically they were just another Titans team in the present day for like, that's why they canceled it at issue 20, because they didn't know what to do with it. This is issue 4. 5. I guess I have the first 5 issues. That's cool. 5. And this is another story that's just completely crazy that I love. Issue 6. And this is maybe my favorite thing to come out of the New Titans run, is Deathwing. So, apparently in the future, the Teen Titans was also run by Dick Grayson. But, like a darker version of Dick Grayson, so then he comes back to the present and somehow becomes evil. I don't know, but evil Nightwing is cool. So, don't question it. It's cool. Issue 12. I couldn't tell you what this is about. And issue 17 is the last one? Yeah, issue 17. So, something about Lord Chaos, future, freaky stuff. So now we go to, 1 second. Now we get to the, I mentioned this a little bit last week, but this is the issue 21 of Nightwing's Outsiders, and this is kind of the issue that turned me on to the Outsiders, because it was characters I'm familiar with. You got Nightwing, you got Arsenal, Starfire, I forget who else was on this team, but who else matters when you have those three characters, you know what I'm saying? So this is cool. This issue, he doesn't fight Batman, but they yell at each other for a little bit. This is the issue where Slade Wilson dresses up as Batman. You might have heard of that. There's an orange blinking light on my camera. It looks like it's still recording though, so I guess that's fine. Maybe that's the charging light, because it is plugged in. I don't know. And then we go, I think what we have next is the Titans. And so, this is the first run of the Titans. There were other Titans runs, and I'll get to that later. The Titans is basically, you take the older characters, like Cyborg, Nightwing, etc., and you have them basically as adults have their own super team. And so this was the legacy of Cyborg. Don't remember what this issue is about, but this is issue Titans Volume 1, issue 20 of October 2000. And so this next one we get, there's 3 issues consecutively. 23, Who's Donna Troy? Who's Wonder Girl? 24, Who's Donna Troy? And then 25, Who's Troya? So, despite what they're said, they're not an origin story for Donna Troy. This is a story where there's, I don't remember the character's name, but there's a character from the multiverse that has sworn to destroy every single version of Donna Troy. And so when she gets to Earth Prime, which is the main continuity, they battle with the Titans. And then also this is the issue where the Kingdom Come Titans show up, and they're in this part 2 a little bit. So the Kingdom Come storyline is, I haven't read it, but it's very, very popular, where like all the main superheroes are old, and so the Titans are sort of the new characters, but they're not as wholesome as the original superheroes, so the old characters are kind of coming in and straightening them out, I guess. So I don't know what comes next, but right now I think I'm going to go to this one. This was Teen Titans. This was running alongside the Titans I just mentioned. And I have to say, this is probably my least favorite run. Jeff Johns wrote a lot of it, and normally I like Jeff Johns, but just I'm not a fan of this one, partially because it's pretty sexualized, as you can tell by this cover. And normally all the comic books are, I know, but it says Teen Titans, so like I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if this is Jeff Johns' fault or one of the. I've been reading off the numbers. I forgot. This is 35. I don't know if that's Jeff Johns' fault or one of the artists or the editors. I do know that Jeff Johns is under investigation apparently, so maybe it is his fault. I don't know. But yeah, I just don't like this at all. This is 39. So yeah. This is 56. I bought all these issues before I realized that. And also, this is probably a good time to mention that I'm hoping to collect as many Titans as I can, so even if I don't like it, I want to collect it anyway. This is 68. So, you know, yeah, this is 69. And this is the line where we get a lot of the characters that are now in Young Justice. So you have Cassandra Sandsmark, Connor Kent. This is issue annual 1. And obviously, Red Robin, Tim Drake. I forgot Tim Drake's name. 73. And this is the issue I accidentally bought 2 of. This is 72. I accidentally bought 2 of them, so I have dupes. So that's fun. 74. And so yeah, I had to read a whole bunch of comics to prepare for this video, but I didn't finish reading these because I just don't like it. I'll probably get to it eventually. 77. This is apparently the tie-in to Blackest Night in 2010. It ran for a lot of issues, so apparently somebody likes it. This is issue 80. And this is issue 81. That's the last of that run. So far, next I would say probably the dark horse of this whole thing is the Teeny Titans. And this is, hang on. Can you get the whole cover on the screen? There, right there. This is really cool. It's basically like the characters from the Teen Titans, like the superheroes. Like, look, that's all the characters you know. Miss Martian, Starfire, Batgirl, Wonder Girl, they're all there. But it's basically like it is the Teen Titans characters, but they're in sort of like the Peanuts, Snoopy kind of style and tone. So it's really kind of cute and a lot of fun. And I know I like spooky and weird things, but this is just pretty wholesome. So out of that, I have issue 19, issue 26, issue 40, and then issue 48. Yeah, like I said, this is a lot of fun. Just a lot of fun to just read through. It's very light. I think there isn't really like story arcs. Each issue has like one little, like a comic strip equivalent, small story like that. There's like 3 or 4 of them in each issue, so that's really fun. And also I have the Teeny Titans with Little Archie and his pals crossover number 2. So that's cool. Now that we did that, we're going on to, this is, I want to say, I don't remember. I'll have it edited in somewhere. I think it's Legion of Superheroes. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Volume 3. I don't know. You'll see it on the screen somewhere. But this is Legion of Superheroes 2010, whatever volume that is, first issue of that. And I think this is the one where they have a Green Lantern join the Legion, because there's the 2 rings right there. I don't remember. But anyway, not even, so this is July 2010, so like a little over a year later, they had to reboot the series with the New 52, with Legion New 52. And I remember really enjoying this one. I think it's different characters than the other one, but it's still a lot of fun. I didn't say this before, but the Legion of Superheroes takes place in the year 3000, so all of them do. And so it's, the cool thing about that is it doesn't have to worry about continuity with the other titles. Like, I'll get into this in a bit, but when I mentioned Nightwing lost his memory in his title, that affected Nightwing, that affected the Titans as well. And so, but with the case with Legion of Superheroes, they don't really have to worry about other titles, because it was the only title working in the year 3000. So that's pretty cool. Moving on with the New 52, we have the Teen Titans 13 and 14. And a lot of people will say this is their least favorite Titans run, but out of these two issues that I've read, they seem pretty fine to me. This is sort of about like an origin story for Wonder Girl, Cassandra Sandsmark, Wonder Girl 3. And like, there's like a suit of armor that's like sentient. I don't know. You know what I mean. And yeah, it says here the bloody origin of Wonder Girl right down there. So I like these issues. And as far as the whole run, I haven't really read a whole lot of it, but these two issues I enjoyed. So maybe those are the two good issues out of the whole shebang. Who's to say? Now this is the contender for maybe my favorite run of all time. I only have 4 issues from it, but I've read some of the other ones. This is Titans Volume 3. I have, this is, so every title in Rebirth had a one-shot and before the series, and this is sort of like a prelude or an issue 0. It says issue 1, but there's also 2 issue 1s, which is a little confusing. I just refer to this as issue 0, even though it's issue 1. So this is one of my favorite runs because it has the original Titans, like Dick Grayson, Donna Troy, Garth, Wally West, and I keep forgetting his name, Roy Harper, are as grown-ups. Obviously, it started the Teen Titans in the 60s when they were kids, but now they're all together and they're grown up, and it's just really, really cool. Probably one of my favorite comic runs ever. Issue 1, Issue 2, and then Annual 1. This is a really good issue just on its own. The Justice League and the Titans get like trapped in some kind of a maze thing. I don't really know, but it's really cool. And you can see because it's the Flash and then Wally West, Batman, Nightwing, Donna Troy, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Aqua Lad. Garth, who goes by now. Very cool issue. And so, like I mentioned earlier, this issue only ran for about 35 issues. This run only ran for 35 issues. Because when Nightwing lost his memory in the Nightwing's title, he forgot who he was, and so he stopped being Nightwing. And so then he was pulled from this team. And I think that really hurt the title a lot. And after that, I think with less than a year after that, they canceled it. So it's a real shame. I really like this title. A lot of fun characters. A lot of my favorite characters are in it. And yeah, if you're interested, it's really cool. So I highly recommend it. Moving on, we have Red Hood and the Outlaws Volume 2. So this is really cool. I haven't read Volume 1 of any of that at all, which was the New 52 Red Hood and the Outlaws. This is Red Hood and the Outlaws Rebirth, started in 2016. Still going, I think. I don't remember where on to which issue, but eventually it just became Red Hood. It was only his title, but it starts out as Red Hood and the Outlaws. This is the Rebirth one-shot, issue 1, and then issue 2. And so as you can tell from this, that it's actually, they have Red Hood, Bizarro, and then Artemis. This is a different Artemis than the one in Young Justice, but this is so basically they have a sort of an anti-Superman, which is Bizarro, anti-Batman, which is sort of Red Hood, and then anti-Wonder Woman, which is Artemis. So it's sort of the Dark Trinity is what they call it. A lot of fun. I really enjoy it. Another one I'd recommend. This next one's kind of a shame. Out of all the ones I have so far, this is maybe one of my least favorites. This is, much as I like the Birds of Prey, this is Batgirl and the Birds of Prey Rebirth. It's just not that good. I have the one-shot, issue 1, and then issue 2. So, yeah, as much as I really like the Birds of Prey, I would say Birds of Prey is probably one of my top 3 favorite teams, but this title just doesn't work for me. And another really surprising thing for me is this next one. I'm not a huge fan of Damian Wayne, but this is his Teen Titans issue 43, and I really enjoy this. And then Annual 2. So I only have 2 issues from it, but this is one that I really, really like. His lineup is really interesting because they have Crash, which is the daughter of Lobo, Kid Flash 3, I think. I don't remember what his name is. Red Arrow with actually it would be Red Arrow 2. This is well, it's the comic book equivalent of Thea. Her name's not Thea, but it's like, I don't remember. She goes by Red Arrow, and then obviously Damian Wayne Robin. Very, very cool. And this issue is this next one is really cool. This is Annual 2, and it says I Was Robin, and it's just a big issue of him kind of fighting Batman, and eventually at the end he just quits being Robin. And so this is the newest issue in the series, and so I'm really interested to see what they do with the character after that. But, yeah, we'll find out soon enough, I guess. I talked about this a little before, but we have Super Sons. So this is Damian Wayne and John Kent, the sons of Superman and Batman. They team up and have their own little adventures. I haven't read a whole lot of it. People seem to really enjoy it. This issue is issue 5 of the first run, and yeah, it's good. I mean, obviously I haven't read enough to have a definitive opinion on it, but it was fine. And then this one is, can I get a year on this thing? I think that's 2018. So this is after this run ended, after this main run ended, they had apparently a 12-issue maxi series where they fight like junior bad guys. There's Junior Lex Luthor and Junior Joker. So this is noticeably not as good as this other one, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, so then next we have Brian Michael Bendis, which I really enjoy, by the way. I really like his stuff. Young Justice. This is one issue of that. It's kind of a one-shot, issue 18. And this is one where, spoiler, she's not part of the team, but she sort of hangs out with them, I guess. Her father is Game Master, for those of you who watch Young Justice. She's going after her father with Tim Drake, who, like it says down here, he's no longer Robin, he goes by Drake, like the duck. A lot of people don't like that. I think it's fine. By the way, at the end of the issue, he becomes Robin again. I don't know what the big deal with that was all about, but yeah, this is really cool. Brian Michael Bendis is always a lot of fun, and yeah, so yeah, this is really fun. Next we have Batman and the Outsiders number 16. This is the last issue of a story that I haven't read, so I don't really have an opinion on it, but I do want to point out this lineup is a lot of fun. We have, obviously, Batman, Black Lightning, Katana, and then down here we have Signal, which is, if I can remember his name, I don't think I can, but it's sort of like Batman's sidekick after Damian Wayne joins the Teen Titans. So he leaves Batman, and then this new character, Signal, becomes his latest sidekick. And then Orphan, down here, this is Cassandra Cain. The same character that appeared in the movie Birds of Prey. This is obviously very different from that movie, but it's the same character. So, very cool. I really like that lineup. And then this is the final one. We made it all the way through to the end. This is the Legion of Superheroes Millennium Part 1 of 2. So this is Part 1 of a 2-part story to kick off the current Legion of Superheroes run, which I don't have any issues of it, but again, this is written by Brian Michael Bendis. Really cool. And this issue and its follow-up issue sort of follows his character. I don't remember her name. I think it's Rose Thorn. She just lives forever. She doesn't age. And so we kind of follow her through the modern era, and then we go to the Batman Beyond era, and we just continue to go through all the different eras of DC until eventually she gets to the year 3000. So this is very cool. And I think that's it for the my comic collection. Next time I have a big haul, I'll probably do another one of these. But until then, peace out.